Hello, 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 dorks. How's it going? Happy Thursday. It's a Thursday. It's a Thursday. How's it going, everyone? Happy cat butt. Double cat butt for you. It's Unchatter. It's time for more Dwarf Fortress. It's time for update day. Patch day! Because we never know when those are coming, so we just have to celebrate them when they happen, right? We got a patch today. Not a major patch, but a fun patch. I was the best thing. There's a couple cool things about this patch. I think I can. There we go. Double cat butt Thursday. Yeah. There's a couple of quite cool things in this patch. The best part though, the best part is the art. As is normal, right? We have more art in this game now. We have portraits for a whole bunch more animals. And they're amazing. They're amazing. We're gonna spend a couple minutes just looking at them here at the start, cause they're all good. I had to load it up, right? I had to load up the fortress and take a look at the new art. And every creature that we have in our fortress has new art, as far as I can tell. Like, I think it's every single one of them, and they're all good. They're all good. So we're gonna look at them. You're gonna see what's going on. There was also some other tweaks, some post siege update fanciness. Apparently, sieges successfully defending from a siege will give your residents happy thoughts now, which is cool. That didn't happen before. So now every time you defeat the goblins, everyone goes hooray and gets a little bit happier, which will probably like offset all the bad thoughts they get from like hauling the corpses to the corpse pile. So that works out. That's pretty cool. Those were the big things. There were a couple other things in there though. There was one, like a couple of fixes regarding like brawls, like tavern brawls. Like maybe tavern brawls are less lethal now, or they rise to lethal combat less frequently. There was something about like, now if a tantrumer throws something at someone else, that doesn't count as lethal combat anymore, or it won't rise to lethal combat. I'm wondering if that's happened to us before. We've had some pretty rough tavern brawls in the past, so I wonder if that's what's happened in the past. But yeah, the tweaks continue, and there's already another DF hack patch, just in the last, like, I don't know, maybe half an hour. It doesn't even show up on the Steam page yet. Even the Dwarf Fortress patch doesn't even show up yet, and we already have a DF hack update, which also doesn't show up. So this is like hot and fresh. This is hot off the presses. So yeah, that's exciting. To siege ya, it makes me happy. Oh, come to siege ya, it feels fine. What is this? When the doors are opened and come to siege ya. I'm not catching the reference, and I'm gonna feel really dumb when you tell me what it is. I know that much. What is that from? I probably, if you were singing in a tune, I'd probably recognize it. Tequila. Interesting. Okay. I might know what you're talking about. By Terror Vision. Is that the name of a band? We're getting distracted right off the bat, aren't we? Because there's another tequila song, right, that I'm thinking of, but I don't think that's the one you're talking about. I'll watch that later. I'll understand later. Turns out that's an English thing. Oh, okay. That doesn't surprise me. I'll check it out later. Always new things, right? Yeah, we're gonna kind of get into it here. I hope everyone's doing good. I hope everyone's week has been going well. Today's episode is brought to you by a mess. We're still cleaning up the goblins from that last siege. It's a mess. We have a mess. And by viewers like you, clicking on all the buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out with us, that is the mess that I am not cleaning up right now. I'm not cleaning up after you. I'm not cleaning up after you. Put it in stream chat. Okay, perfect. Thank you for being here. Thank you for coming with me. Thanks for hanging out during the holiday season. I don't know. It's a weird time of year, right? We're in that kind of transitionary part of the year. But we're just gonna hang out here on our capital glacier and chill, right? So we have our giant corpse pile here. I want to keep fiddling with this and see if we can get it working, but it's not going to be like our main. It's not going to be our main focus. But yeah, animals. First of all, giant polar bear cubs. So one thing I noticed is I think that the polar bear and the giant polar bear are the same. So I don't know if there's individual art for animals versus their giant versions. I know that some are, like in the past, some of them were different, but I think, like, that's a giant polar bear cub. But we also have normal polar bears, right? Or we have some full-size polar bears. Stray polar bear. So this is a normal-sized polar bear. And this is a giant polar bear. So those are the same portrait, but it's a very good portrait. Is audio out of sync? Oh, I hope not. Welcome in. OBS isn't yelling at me. It says I'm not dropping any frames. So who knows? Brain might be out of sync. Just do a hard reset. Just do a power cycle. Hearing things before I'm seeing them. Interesting. By how much? By a lot? Oh, that doesn't help. Hard resetting. Okay. Good luck. So yeah, we have our polar bears, right? You have to see dog. Dog. Yeah, waves hand silently. That's real helpful, right? That helps you realize if things are synced or not. Dog is great. I love dog. I really want to see puppy. I don't think we have any puppies. We just have dog. Yeah, I think we just have dogs. And I think they're both like gelded, so it's gonna be a little bit before we get puppies. But we have llamas. The llama portrait's great. Why is dog so cute? Because dogs are cute. You can't have a not cute dog, right? And then the llamas. The llama is great. Do we have... I don't think we have any baby llamas. We've been gelding our llamas like mad. The fact that we still have this many is kind of ridiculous. We have yak bulls. We have yaks. Haven't heard the hand wave sound yet. It must be really out of sync. It'll get to you eventually. We have a ram. This is also good. Got kind of like a goat eye kind of thing going on. That's cool. So lamb versus ram. Or you versus ram. The rabbit. The rabbit gets me. Oh my gosh, look at this rabbit. This is a rabbit that'll bite off your neck. This is a blood crazed killer for sure. Who else do we have? There were some other things that I saw in here. We have like a bunch of birds. We have too many llamas. We have like one of each. Oh, and then the giant cave spider. Giant cave spider has a portrait now. Just soak it in, right? I have no comment. I have nothing to add. I just need you to see these. And then we had like a guinea cock, right? I mean, that's just fabulous. And then a peacock. Giant cave spiders, properly menacing, yes. Yeah, it's terrifying, but in the proper way. Oh, and then cave blob. In case you didn't know what a cave blob looked like. There's dog. Here's a goose. Here's a rattlesnake. I love the tail coming back into the portrait, like it's posing for a picture. Like, oh yeah, gotta get my rattle in here. Okay, get my good side. Turkey. Have a turkey. What else do we even have? I think that's most of what we have, and then we have 2 turkey hens, apparently. Another peacock. Like they're just all good, right? These are just all amazing. Fluffy Wambler. So the vermin didn't seem to get new things. Vermin don't have portraits. They just get their tile, I guess. On Black Mamba. There's Black Mamba. That's good too. That's also a good pose. Just so you know, I'm a rattlesnake, right? I mean, that is the purpose of the rattle, right? If we're being fair, the whole point of the rattle is to be like, hey, by the way, I'm a rattlesnake. So if you can't make the sound, you have to show the rattle. This tracks. This makes sense to me. And then the mama going, ah, I'm gonna bite you. Oh, a rooster. A rooster's pretty good. That's a good rooster. Just a bunch of people down here. Another rattlesnake. Okay, I think that's basically all of them. That's probably... Oh, and then the penguins. I can't forget the penguins. This is pretty similar to their art here, but it does seem different? I don't know. Is this... The beak's at a slightly different angle. I think it's new art. I'm gonna go back and check now. I think this is new though. Anyway, the game just keeps getting better. We saw Mamba, we saw Guinea Hen. I want a duck. Duck. That is the most duck I've ever seen. That's just a duck. Okay. Distraction over. We're gonna have to look at any new animals as they come in. But we also have Yeti, right? Yeti's pretty good. There's Flesh Ball, which looks exactly like you would imagine. It looks like a ball of flesh. Hooray. And then there's walruses. That is a grumpy walrus. Oh, it's perfect. So we have had walruses hanging out here for a little while, but I don't think they're bugged or anything. I think they're just chilling. And then yeah, I also saw some patch notes referring to updating something about like Forgotten Beasts and Titans and Necromancer experiments in their graphics. I wasn't sure if it was the tile or their portrait, but these seem the same. I don't think these have changed for us. I am really curious to see what they would look like in like a new world though. Anyway. This stupid thing. I definitely don't want there to be bins in here, right? I think that's an obvious one. I also noticed that people were putting mugs in this bin. I think we've turned off... Like, this should no longer accept from anywhere. But I'm also going to turn off the finished goods in general. I don't think there's that much that's going on in there anyway. I might just, like, for right now, we might just call this corpses. So this is everything except for, like, our wool. So maybe we just do that for the moment and see if we can get them to load this stuff in. I was glancing at it, and it looks like there's tasks for all of these, but people aren't taking them. So I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know how to diagnose this issue. I'm gonna remove all of these. I'm gonna do just corpses and refuse. And then not alpaca, not llama, not sheep. So now those should link. So this is giving to this. They're accepting the same things, right? Right? Surface Garbo into the minecart. And since it has a link, I think I can just say any items. I don't know. Well, we'll see if anything happens here, because you're here to like store a mug in the the thing, right? Store owned item, drink, right? So they're coming out here to grab mugs. That's not how this works. There should be a bunch of mugs in here. Where the heck's all our mugs? Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Where's our mugs? We just did a whole order of mugs. We have so many mugs. You just have the mugs? They have some mugs. There should be so many mugs. We were trying to get the mugs from here. Like, I don't think they're gonna empty them. I think I need to uninstall these coffers so that they move the mugs somewhere else. This has some instruments and a couple mugs. This has a bunch of mugs. That has a handful of mugs. I'm just gonna disassemble all 4 of these and hope those mugs end up somewhere. Hello, Nova. You probably do know me through from Fiona, right? Is that how I know you? Eventually our melt designated items will end up there. Hi, how's it going? We have a giant penguin zoo. Just so you're aware. Important information. Got our visitors. We made a bunch of togas, so that's always nice. Making a bunch of skirts. So we're trying to melt things. Maybe all... Oh. That was quick. We have a cyclops. The penguins are great. The penguins get me. I love our penguins. They are giant penguins, so they're about the size of a minotaur. They're very, very large penguins. Also, we have a cyclops here now. Nadella, Atha, Thimepu, Fissy? Giant humanoid monster with a single eye. Okay, what's going on here? Way up here. Okay. Just the face. My height penguins, they might be taller. They might be taller than humans. The way size works in this game is that you get kind of their volume, essentially. You get their weight. So they weigh the same as a minotaur. So I imagine they're a little bit taller than a human. But they're like, I mean, yes, they're dense, right? They're very... I don't know, they're penguins. They're penguins. They're gigantic penguins. This cyclops disdains the truth. So that's cool. We're gonna turn on our civilian alert. And we're gonna try our new defenses. So that means, I guess I think we're all set for our zone here, right? They should be able to get access to all of our defensive points. I don't know why that single tile isn't allowed. Same with these. You can go up there. Don't want you going up there. Don't want you going up here. Oh, we need to close that door. Close all our doors, realistically. So yeah, civilian alert on. We're gonna go pull this lever. We're going to pull this lever. And that will encourage our cyclops to come down here. I'm also going to give an order for all of our siege engines to fire at will. Inactive load task. Oh, because we're like out of bolts. I think we're making more bolts, but that's an active project. You're just here. You're just hanging out. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna put kobolds on our little bolt thrower emplacements. These only have a couple loaded in them, but I think that's gonna help us anyway. So we're gonna keep an eye on this. I'm gonna make sure that our doors close. We're also gonna get visitors. We're gonna have like visitors for our civilization come in and get pummeled by a cyclops. It's just coming. Oh, but see, we already have someone here. Okay, perfect. And here. Okay, good. That was good. I'm curious to see what you can do here. The mind thinks best when the world's at rest. Want to see how close? I think we might need to move our lever room. This used to be like the center of our fortress, but now it's like someone has to come take a trip to come down here and pull a lever. So you're gonna make it in. You should be fine. And then they're oh my god. Lead your shots, dude. Lead your shots, Laura. Oh my gosh. You're not even gonna get... I wonder if they get better at leading their shots as they increase their ability? I don't think they do, though. And then you used all 29 of those bolts. Very, very quickly. And this closed. Okay, thank goodness. And then hopefully someone's coming to pull that one. Who's pulling the lever? Someone's pulling the lever, right? Our king. Our king is coming down to pull the lever. It's gonna be a minute. I think our cyclops might get in to our trash chute. So that's cool. I'm gonna station our squads down here. And hope that it's fine. I'm definitely gonna lock here. Oh, not that button, this button. I'm gonna lock those. Oh boy, I am the lever. Get pulled. Okay, so now that's great. Our king was a little slow in pulling the lever here. Okay. Hopefully our squads can make it down there. They're gonna head down there. Okay, this is a little nerve-wracking. This isn't quite... Oh no. Yeah. Okay. This is our less trained squad. They're good at observing. They saw a couple trainings. We're just gonna give a kill order and hope they're up for it. This could be bad. Where's our polar bear people? Get provisions. Kill. Okay. Yeah, you all need to get on it. Is this our Mark's Bold? No, you're not a Mark's Bold. You're so bad at everything else that your highest military skill is a thing that you're completely rusty at. Oh, this is bad. Bleeding, stunned. Cyclopses are big. Recruit misses. So they're all missing each other. Cyclops scratches the recruit in the leg, deflected by the steel greaves, so that's good. Horse twists the hip and part splits into gore. So that's the real problem with fighting things that are gigantic compared to you, right? Like this is good armor. This is exceptional steel greaves, and still destroy the hip through the armor just because of the force. Cyclops strikes, but easily parried. Okay, well that's good. I don't think you've taken a hit yet, have you? I don't think you've taken a hit yet, have you? Well, here comes more. Guard captain is knocked over. Cyclops bashes, but the attack is deflected. Cyclops bashes. Wow, it's just flinging us around. Oh no. We need a polar bear person. Oh gosh, okay, they did it. They did it. Holy cow. Who got that kill? Who got that kill? Here you are. 1 kill, guard captain. This is our second squad guard captain, right? Yeah. Nice job. Leading by example. You are a cyclops captain? Forgot my exceptional steel ligaments at home, right? The adamantine ligaments when? Cyclops bonker. I guess what did you even use to do it? High Master Mechanic, that's a good sign. Spearbold? Got a spear. Okay, so you are a Cyclops stabber. Perfect. Cool, clear the civilian alert. That could have gone worse. We'll open the door. Could have been worse. Oops. Oh, and then our siege engines no longer need to be fire when ready. Okay, so we are gonna get a couple people in our hospital, right? If everything's working here. We probably have some traction benches to place now. Now that I'm thinking about it. Right? Yeah, traction benches. Just gonna do a couple of these. Let's do like 5 of these. That, okay. Doot. Make a little wall like this, I guess. And then a door like that. So only one injury? You're the one who got... This is... Which one's this? Yeah, it's not our... So you ended up with a bunch of steel gear. We do have a lot of nice steel gear, holy cow, for our newbie squad. That's probably good. Guilty after being able to rest and recuperate. I mean, there's not a whole lot you can do about having your hip shattered through your armor, right? I mean, you could dodge. Maybe dodge more. Yep, hip muscle torn open. Hip needs setting. So this, you might end up in, yeah, needs immobilization. So we'll see if our traction benches end up getting used here. But I think all the other things happen first. I mean, we made it out with just the 1 injury. So all the polar bears following our animal trainer. Our animal trainer is going to be invincible. Our animal trainer is going to be invincible. In the long run, the only ones that I want chained up are those 2 that aren't going to be domesticated. And the other 2 can kind of roam around. So there's these 3, which are domesticated, and one of them's female even. So really it's just these 2. And then these don't have... These aren't assigned to anyone yet. Right, I think we're gonna assign some of these... Who do we assign these to? Maybe we assign them to our newbie squad. Kittens, behave please. Heard some nobody got a cyclops in the eye once in a story. It does seem like a good weak point to aim for, right? The cats are staring at me. Oh, I can even see which ones are chained. So these ones aren't chained, but these ones are. Right? No? Or no, you. Okay. So you I want to unchain. You I want to unchain. And then... not that one. Not that one. There were 3 of them, weren't there? I guess let's see which ones get untethered. So you are... I mean, stuff is happening. Cleaned. That's a good first thing to happen. So there are still... there is still one here. So not that. Not that. This one. There we go. So now the only 2 that are roped up here are the 2 original ones that will never be domesticated. It's almost tempting to... maybe we just gild the dad. Well, I mean, even then, all of their offspring have been domesticated. So even then, it wouldn't be that big of a deal for them to have more babies. I was going to say we want all of our new babies to be from this one female that we have. But clearly it hasn't been a problem so far. So I guess they're just going to go for it. I guess we're fine. Anything? Oh, look! Okay. Maybe we either fixed something or they just got their heads out of their butts. I see a bunch of mugs here. I would love to see mugs in all of these. In all of 4 of these? But, you know, what can you do? I am going to add a couple more chests back. So maybe just like 1, 2, 3, 4. Help, my head is stuck in my butt. It isn't comfy. I mean, it's probably warm. Hey, okay, this is what we want. This is what we want. Okay. Perfect. So now... yeah, look, it's just gonna go. So we should... yeah, I want to watch it. We're gonna keep an eye on the minecart. Yeah, okay, so now someone's gently pushing it down, and then the whole stack ends up right there. And now someone else is gonna come by and move it back upstairs. Perfect. This is what we want. And we have a bunch of stuff here for melting. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think we're just getting through a backlog of stuff. Yeah, we're gonna melt down all of these copper arrows, all this copper and silver stuff, and the iron. Yeah, I think we just... copper corkscrew? Yeah, I don't think any of this is worth keeping. Like even an iron two-handed sword. If for some reason someone brought like a steel two-handed sword. Oh, and then this is, this one's an artifact. But fortunately that one won't. It's made of Yeti bone. Why is it even in here? I'm pretty sure we just said, like copper. No, it's just everything but steel and adamantine. I guess that's what we want. Jeez, look at that. Wow, okay. And then is the melt job working? In theory, this is gonna like start working on melting all that stuff. You should have some wheelbarrows. We should probably make some more wheelbarrows. Actually, I'm gonna check. We might have wheelbarrows sitting around. Doesn't look like it. I'm gonna make some more wheelbarrows. Oh, no, we can do copper. Let's do copper wheelbarrows. We'll do 10 of those. And then this ended up back here. Now there's still a stack here, but a much smaller stack. And a lot of it is like the clothing stuff, like quivers and such. So I guess I want to set this up to also do that. So maybe I just want to do some of this manually. So I think do quivers end up in here? Quivers. And it's just gonna be like, yeah, leather quivers. Don't like all the variants of them. Our armor is here. It's like, I don't know what the difference is between like armor finished goods and the armor category. I don't know what that's supposed to be. Yeah, like footwear, headwear. How does that work? But we'll say backpacks. Maybe this is like, well, the metal can be here too. What else? We also have like shoes. So, see, this is like all the different things. So then what is this? That's what I don't get. But I guess I want all that stuff to end up in here too. Well, this is just any items. So anything that can be in here can be loaded into here. I think that we'll just leave it that way. Okay. I'm seeing people drinking with mugs, drink with mug. Drink with mug, drink with mug. Play make believe, fair enough. Or are we running low on food? Are we running low on meals? Oh my goodness. We've been cranking through our meals. We've also been selling a lot of meals. Prepared meals. We still have 700 prepared meals. So I'm not concerned yet. I know we also turned our meal production turned off because we were increasing our booze on hand. So this is waiting for booze to go up a little bit. And we don't have fruit to brew, but we're probably brewing more of our mushrooms, right? In theory, someone's down here brewing Dwarven Ale, Dwarven Beer, brewing the pigtails. You brewing pigtails? I guess that makes sense. Right, pigtail turns into booze, and plump helmets turns into booze. So there's plenty of booze to be made. It is interesting that we're brewing pigtails though, because all the pigtails live down in the down here. Maybe I make this a little smaller, and then is this set to take? Is it set to give? Tempted to make that smaller, so that some pigtails are upstairs for brewing. We're working on clothes. Look at all these skirts. Look at all these exceptional dyed pigtail skirts. I love it. skirts, yippee! Everyone wears skirts. We do togas and skirts. Because why wouldn't we? I think we're just gonna say this gets a little bit smaller. Because this is still a ton of pigtails, right? And then this will, nope, I want to be up here. Pigtails is going to input from this one. This is, oh, now it's autumn. Very flowy and chill, yeah. I also figure it doesn't get in the way of tails, right? I don't know how kobolds would do with pants. All the cats. This is going to be raw food. Right, so this is taking from fresh cheese, is giving 2 pigtails. And then I guess I wanted to also accept pigtails. Yeah, we'll just do that. Okay. I said no bins. I said no bins. Do I want wheelbarrows? Maybe we toss a couple wheelbarrows up here. There is... oh man, okay. There's just one thing left here. This is... Etten. This is Etten skeleton. Did we... there should... and it's like only half full. My gosh. Maybe we do put in like a... right, I can say guide south after 15 days when how do I do this? Guide south in 15 days when at least 15 of any items. So if there's, you know, some in there, then they'll empty it out and just don't just have 50% full sitting there. I think that works. So now in theory, someone's gonna come and push it, or guide it rather. Needs melt designated item, but there are. Okay, we'll take a look at that too. It should be loading these up. Yeah, see, there's a bunch of iron bolts in here. Which isn't the end of the world, but like... I would love it for all to just be copper. Interesting that... right? Etten shouldn't be any different than anything else in here. Strange. But if we go down to our little trash sorter area, right? So then I want this trash pile is only going to interact with his links, but it is going to output to here. Right? This is a corpse pile. I might just... I was gonna say I should leave this locked, but clearly I don't care. Store item. We do just have like a bunch of extra bones and such. But yeah, now they'll move all this stuff into this stockpile. It will slowly degrade and go away. Don't have to do anything else about it. So, okay, we have... see, tunnel tube doesn't work. So we do need this to not have wooden things. Yeah, bone and wood does not belong in here. None of this can be melted. Right? Stone weapons, yeah, so none of this. None of that. I think that works. They're just all gonna do it all at once. I guess that's fine. That was kind of the point. Instead of them having to, like, bring each individual severed head from the surface down to here, it all just gets done in a big pile. I am gonna put a couple of doors in here. Just for miasma containment. I think a lot of it's already rotted away, but you know. So all this stuff, I mean, there's a lot of copper stuff, but we're not gonna be wearing, we're not gonna wear copper armor. So all that is fine. All this is fine to melt. All this is fine to melt, and okay, so they grabbed the wooden thing out of there. Right, because this can take from anywhere. So it means it can give its extra stuff. So that's all fine. Silver, copper weapons. Did we even make this? I'll craft manship. Did we loot an artifact here? Iseth Icklist. Quest Whisper, the Languishing Club. Yeah, this one wasn't made by us. We just gained an artifact from that siege. Got any tin? We might. If we wanted to do that, we would have to melt the copper armor down anyway, right? Like you couldn't turn a copper breastplate into a bronze chest plate. You'd have to melt it and then make a bronze bar and then make a bronze thing. Treasure of Nolak. Isn't this? This sounds awfully similar to Reg's sword. I wonder if that's Reg's sword, but it's not here. Is it apparently claimed by our king? And then this is just also here. So we're just gonna put that down in our vault, I guess. Hooray! I go down to weapons. This list is about to get a lot smaller. Yeah, this one, right? I mean, it's even made of copper. But it wouldn't let us melt it. Hello, Rhina, how's it going? We're sorting through our garbage. We apparently got an artifact from that last siege. Also, the new creature portraits are amazing. It's tempting to keep some crossbows, but I don't know that I'm going to make a crossbow squad. With all these bolt throwers, do I need to make crossbolts? I think this is all good to melt. Oh, and then the dwarves are here. Gemsetter has created Zilla Pommer, a turquoise ring. Oh, an artifact turquoise ring. That sounds fantastic. And then some of this is nice. Some of this is masterwork copper mail shirt. It kind of seems like a shame to melt it down, but... And then, okay, they're grabbing the leather stuff out of here. That's all perfect. There's a bismuth bronze low boot. Gonna get a little bismuth bronze out of this. Mostly the iron and the silver is mostly what I care about here, but the copper's also going to be useful for us. Yeah, leather leggings. Okay, so then this is all just going to get picked out. On the shield. Where do shields live? Are shields? Yeah, they're right there. Okay, so they should take the wooden shield. Could be decorative with the bronze. That'd be cool. I do want to do the what are we doing? We're making black bronze, which hilariously does not take tin, but we're making black bronze for decorative purposes. I think we're melting this whole thing down. I think that gets melted, except for the bins themselves. Nope. Oh, I can't, like... There we go. You want to melt, and then you aren't hooked up yet. So now that this is working, we're doing the same thing. You're going to input from here, you're going to output from here. You're going to have your own little melt job. As long as there is a melt object. Call that good. So now this is all empty. So let's gain some blocks. So this needs to basically output to all the different places we could have trash from, right? So this needs to output to our block stockpile and our bar stockpile. So it's gonna output here. Gonna output here. It's gonna output I don't know about that one. Our finished good stockpile. I think I'm gonna hold off on that one. Well, no, because it's gonna be like all the clothing and all the leather stuff. So yeah, we're gonna output to here. And then, oh, I need to talk to someone. So this is like finished goods, but not trade goods, right? This is fortress goods. This is stone blocks. This is metal bars. So this should be set up to output to a bunch of different places. I want this to... Oh, so this is taking from trash pile. I want this to input from this melt pile, and then this to output to that pile. Right? I think that's what we're doing. Okay. Winged one meets with the dwarf. We probably should trade with the dwarves. They're gonna bring... Can they bring me some food? We have some trade goods. I'm gonna stop exporting meals, since apparently we are using our meals. We do have a lot of people here now. We also have a lot of copper bins. Do we have more than one? We only have one bin of trade goods. Okay. Broker requested. Right. So that should have been fixed. It should start melting. Masterpiece Dwarven Ale Roast 64? That's huge! 64? I've never seen a food stack that high. $64. Holy cow. It's worth $2,400 on its own. Prepared Dwarven Ale Roast created by Xeric. Ingredients are minced lion meat, finely minced Dwarven ale. I don't know how you mince ale. Minced wine and minced ale. Cool. However that works. It's worth something. We need to do something with that ring. Training our bears. Okay, that's all good. Trade. Oh, we got 4,500 sitting here. That's not bad. You bring way too much stuff. Look at all this. We could ask for some booze. I don't know if they bring booze that I can't make, though. They're just gonna bring the Dwarven booze. Goodness. Minced ale, that's what it says. Somewhat famously, the clothing in, or not clothing, the meals, the prepared meals in Dwarf Fortress, all of the ingredients are minced. For whatever reason, I take it as like, there will be more, look at all this junk. Look at all this junk. There will be more done about meals someday. We'll get more variety in how they prepare their meals. But we do not have that currently. Right now it's just they grab some ingredients and they all get minced and put into a roast. So you'll get a, they need to have at least one solid ingredient. That's the one rule. So you can have like cheese plus ale plus ale plus ale. But all the ale will say it's been minced. And you just have all the cheap meat. I don't want the cheap meat. Maybe we just do just a bunch of plump helmets. These are good. This is variety, right? It's gonna be worth so little. We don't need any of this. Don't need cheese. Someone's been copying this book, apparently. I think we even have that one. Cave Blob Parchment Choir. I did not realize you could get Cave Blob Parchment. 1 solid plus 2 plus fine 2 plus lavish. I think so. I think, yeah, like the easy versus fine is just how many ingredients are in there, right? I think. Prepared meals. Oh, I see. So easy meals are always biscuits, fine meals are always stew, and lavish meals are always roast. And yeah, easy meals 2, fine is 3, lavish is 4 ingredients. The greater variety of meals in the prepared meal, there's a higher probability a dwarf will eat something they like. Oh, that's true. If there's more ingredients, there's a higher chance that they'll eat something they like. At least one stack going into a prepared meal must be a solid item. If you have only booze, milk, and syrup, your cooking job will get cancelled. However, a single plump helmet can be cooked with 10 dwarven wine, 10 dwarven milk, and 10 dwarven syrup to make 31 plump helmet roast without issue. Yup. I don't care about any of this, do I? Just some paper? We see the same couple of books over and over again as well. We don't need parchment. Do I buy some of the lower quality meat? There was some that was like 40. Let's do some of this 40 stuff. Like the 10 stuff, I want to, like, I don't want it. Don't want it in my fortress. Don't want it in my kobolds. Yeah, so we don't need... Oh, and then that, of course the ring ended up in here. That's why this bin is worth so much. But we're just gonna trade however much we need for this little bit of food. Figurine of a pig. It's probably fine, right? Yeah, okay. Our trader's getting kind of good at this. Yeah, so I'm gonna put that ring down here. Rings. We only have 9 rings. I guess we've been trading the rings. That makes sense. But this is a turquoise ring. An image of a mountain. Cool. And see, you're still simulating all these instruments. I thought didn't we make some Sus? I thought we made some Sus. We have a couple Sus. Maybe we just need more. Very delicate process to get blob parchment, like skinning jello, yeah. It's probably as thin, right? That's why they're so easy to kill. What was I just going to do? We need to do something with all our gems, too. We have so many gems sitting around. What is this? This is... specifically for porcelain blocks. Fair enough. We also have that up here. I might just leave that. Is this like taking from? Yeah, okay. That's fine. Is our one injured person seems to be okay. Hopefully. So then where's our kitchen? We have a bunch of kitchens in here, but we only have like 2 people who are allowed to cook meals at the moment. 3 people. But one of them's legendary. Slowly getting there. We're making booze. Yeah, making blackberry booze. Very cool. Okay, and we are melting metal objects. That is a process. Oh my god, all of our aquifers. The process that's begun. We got 2 copper bars. Good. Great. Okay, that is fine though. You are using this wheelbarrow to you're just running off somewhere. What you grabbing? You grabbing something for that pile? What did you put in? You grabbed a bin. You put a bin in a wheelbarrow. I guess that's probably fine. Masterwork has been lost. Oh, because we've been melting. I guess that's true. Is that one of our people? Yup. I guess I didn't consider that. We were doing some copper armor for hopeless after suffering the travesty of art defacement. Are you even our armor smith? You're our legendary weaponsmith. So yeah, I guess that is unfortunate. And that's gonna be the vast minority of what's in here. You could filter out the masterworks. Like this. Size for polar bear man. What if I do like this? This is our masterworks. So it's going to be just armor. It's going to be armor and weapons of core quality masterwork or artifact. Is that how it works? Does not take from everywhere, it inputs from here. And then, which one are you melting? You're melting silver arrows. Okay, so that's fine. You got copper arrows. Okay, I'm curious to see if they actually do anything here. And then you also need a couple wheelbarrows, and then the melt output needs to feed back down into our bar pile. That's how I want it. No, I said... Okay. Whatever. And I guess this can stay closed now, since there's no more trash. This is just another way for things to sneak in. Why did you bring ice out here? Oh, because I was disassembling ramps. Duh. Duh, duh, duh. Okay, I think that's fine. Whatever. We'll have some iron bolts in here. Not the end of the world. We're clearly making more bolts. Silver bolts, I feel like those I want to get out of there. Can I actually remove... Can I actually remove anything from a thing like that? We'll see if that works. Yeah, the iron's fine, just not the best use for it. Get rid of the silver. Yeah, okay. Bismuth bronze bolt, a single bismuth bronze bolt. Actually, there's a handful in here. Okay, whatever. Okay, this all seems fine. Okay, so we are slowly getting grumpier. Actually, we're at below 100 of the happiest face. So that's interesting. Maybe all of them seeing all those corpses. Did I just see? One of you looked really pale. Dorklurk, hello, welcome in. Happy Dorklurk. You're all training. I mean, all your armor looks to be in order. That looks pretty good. How's your gear going? We still working on... they should have their... They should have all their armor done. Because yeah, there's like still boots in here. Oh, this is nice to only have the stuff in here that I want them to use, so I can actually see. And I guess I don't want leather... like leather armor. No one's gonna take on leather boots for just their clothing. So it can live in here too, I guess. Steel spears, wooden bows, steel spike. I don't care about that. Melt that one down. And then this, we have a Yeti bone warhammer. Hilarious. That never ended up downstairs. Weapon. Yeti bone. Getting cozy for a door clerk. Good. It's quite cozy in here. Have you seen the new animal portraits? Have you seen the new animal portraits? We were glancing through them all. Oh, there's like a water buffalo. We haven't seen water buffalo. Water buffalo. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's good. When horses? We haven't seen horses. That's a horse. That sure is a horse. And camels? So many of them look like they're selfies. This looks like a camel picture taken by the camel. Mule? Oh god. Oh god! Look at that mule! You can hear this picture. Oh, those are good. Those are good. Did Wagon get a portrait? Wagon still doesn't have a portrait. On Black Mamba, Black Mamba's also good. Did we... Is that another one? I don't think so. Okay, so these all ended up here. So that's a good sign. Hopefully we won't continually destroy the masterworks. Like they're just gonna live here forever. I'm not gonna do anything with these. These are just for posterity. To make sure that, like, is Ildra here? Yeah, Ildra's our armor. Just to not upset our armorer. But the vast majority of this is getting melted down. And see, that one's gonna get moved. Okay, so that worked. That works out. So. A number of things are working here. How How do we go from here? Where do we go now? See, now our drinks are way... I do want our drinks to go high. I think I cranked our drinks up to like 2,000. No, I just did drinks to 1,000. So they should be stopping. I go to drinks. Yeah, 1,200 drink. We have, and like half of that is dwarven ale. Understandably. That's not a bad variety. Mostly dwarven stuff, obviously, but we got some raspberry wine. We mostly got some wine, some berry wine. Cool. So in theory, that means that our meal thing is going to start again. Right? So this should be active. I guess I want this to go up to like 1,100. Just so that it makes sure to keep the food job going for a little while. That's the plan there. I would love for those to get moved. You are making rock crafts with rocks you're getting from here? For reasons? I feel like I want this to all be like... I don't want you going in here unless you are here, right? I don't want them just constantly... looking at all the corpses for no reason. Because you're, yeah, rock crafts. I don't know why they're... Is that really the faster way to get here? Oh, we can't get to this level from here. Oh, I see. So we probably just want to do that. That's simple enough. So, there are two things, two primary objectives in my mind right now. One of them is a monument. The other is Mountain Home. These are both kind of long-term goals. Mountain Home involves digging down, right? Our animal trainer meditating on the night surrounded by a bunch of giant polar bears. I love it. I love it. But our monument, I want our monument to just be here. I'm thinking. I think this is kind of our biggest empty spot on the glacier still. I could maybe this, but I don't want it right on the edge. I don't think I want it on the edge. I think I want it kind of further back. I want to leave all this open. So I want to do a monument. I want to do a dome. I am imagining a dome. I'm imagining a dome made of ice walls reinforced by black bronze. That is my goal here. So we've been making black bronze, I think. We've been making black bronze. We have a fair bit. I think that's probably just capped out right now. But that's why we're getting silver and copper. Probably gonna be gold is the thing that we're gonna be limited on, but we can find more gold. But yeah, this is just capped at 100. So here's what we're gonna do. Oh, I wonder. I bet you the build tool can't do reinforced walls yet. Oh, it can. Okay. Wow, look at that. So I'm gonna run to the restroom real quick, and then we're gonna fiddle with that. Keep an eye on Kerr for me. Stand back. Something about a bird person reciting "The Wind Weeps." That's an interesting poem or story or something. Wow, you are focused. Kerr isn't stressed anymore. Kerr used to be one of our saddest saps. Got any cheese? We have so much cheese. Or at least we used to have so much cheese. I think we're still making cheese. The dwarves have cheese. We should be making cheese. We have milk. So we're milking here. Right, we got a bunch of buckets. And then you have a make cheese, which is active. Is someone coming down here to make cheese? Maybe we should go like 5 at a time or something. Oh, we'll do 5. Don't have 4 milk. No, I don't want. So yeah, you also make cheese. So only one of you is milking. Cheese is less than 15. I'm gonna say 20. Milk buckets less than 10, sure. Yeah, why aren't these turning on? Maybe we just do like this. If I just do a manual make cheese, does someone come down and make cheese? And then it adds another make cheese. Of course. I'm assuming the cheese is just getting used in our meals, which is what we want. Masterwork copper bolts. Masterwork llama cheese roast. Okay, so we're making cheese. We're just cooking as fast as we're making it. Mandated the construction of certain goods. Oh, good. Make grates. Make statues. Okay. Statues we can do. Rock. Grate. That was 3. And then we're gonna start using some of our platinum. Because we have some platinum. Dwarf cheese. Oh, that sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna do reinforced walls. Having 2 different materials is gonna be the fun part of this, right? So I want the wall to be made of ice, which it's not gonna like. I don't think Building Planner likes making out of ice. Yep. Building Planner doesn't like ice. So we're gonna make the floor first. I guess that's why we're doing that with all these other buildings, right? Making our footprint first. So this is going to be microcline. Going to be a circle with floors. And I need to leave room for the wall to go around it, right? So Something like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is a good amount. That's a good amount. I guess it would be touching here. I don't want it touching the building. Could build a little wall down here just as a foundation to close this in. Just a couple spots. That's not too bad, right? How's that for like the footprint of a dome monument? Not quite as wide as our tavern, but like bigger than our library, bigger than our temple, bigger than our zoo. Be our second biggest building footprint. And then it's gonna go taller. So I think the idea is, so like if this is also our cross section, right? Oh, a raid. A Smitchell raid. Hello, everyone. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. How's it going? Copy to raid message that only happens once in a blue moon. Hooray! 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 Hooray rating. Were you dwarfing? You were dwarfing. How do you feel about all the new creature portraits? What's your favorite new creature portrait? I think we're working on a monument here. We're gonna start a monument. So this is gonna be a microcline floor. We're going to make more microcline. Because, of course, I think we've stopped the microcline job. I think we're just doing that, like, as a one-off. So I'm going to say rock block. And it's going to be microcline. I need to dig more microcline. Do this like 100 times. No, maybe like 50 times. The donkey's great. I just saw the donkey on a trade caravan. That's a really good one. I really like, so we have some giant penguins. We have some giant polar bears. We also have, or actually I don't know if we have them anymore. We had some polar bear cubs. Yes. We even have some new ones. We just have domesticated giant polar bears now, by the way. Polar bear cub! This might be my favorite. This one might be my favorite so far. And then like the rattlesnake, there's a lot of really good ones. The dog is good. I was really laughing at the rattlesnake though. Like, look! I'm musing that they look like they were taking selfies. So he's like trying to show off his rattle. Speaking of giant polar bears. So we have, these are the two parents. These two were just born, I guess. So now we have a good handful here. Wow, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We have 7 and we'll soon have some more. So we're gonna put a polar bear on each of our squad members. That's gonna be great. But it was just animal people, didn't realize the new purchase for animals. Yeah, I think that the animal people are the same. At least as far as I've seen, but like the default animals, all of the default animals I've looked at so far have a new portrait. Like even like Yetis? Yetis? Have a new portrait? I'm getting infinite petition requests from visitors again this release. Ran into this problem a while back. Can't tell if it's back or if they never fixed it. Interesting. As in, like, infinite petitioners? Or, like, infinite requests. I don't think I'm experiencing either of those, interestingly. Hundreds of requests from the same visitor in minutes. I've never seen that. I've legitimately never seen that. Oh, I don't want these forbidden. And then I think we can butcher these animals, right? It's because I was excited about embarking on a heavy aquifer. Oh dear. I still have not done a heavy aquifer. We've had plenty of aquifer fun on this map, but I've still only just done light aquifers. Should try it once. I think the next world I generate might, or they're just tossing it back. Okay, never mind. I think the next world I generate is gonna not have light aquifers. Can I make it so that like there's no light aquifers, but there are there's a bunch of garbage there. Like just heavy aquifers? Like a small number of heavy aquifers? Oh, this is clothing. Oh, I don't... Everyone grab some clothing if you want. I'm just gonna unforbid it all and see what happens. Yeah, people are gonna come grab clothes. Probably can change the aquifer parameters. I don't know specifics. That makes sense. I mean, there's also like DF hack ways to get rid of aquifers after the fact, right? It's cookable solid item. You have so many solid items. You have so many plump helmets. Yeah, that should be fine. Can always hack it out. Can always hack it out. Have you seen our throne room? Check out our throne room. I haven't seen our king in here, but it's a pretty nice throne room. DF hack wasn't updated for this release when I installed it. It happened like right before I went live. Like when I went live, there was not a post on the Steam page for DF hack about an update, but then I just tried it and it worked. So it was like, it just happened. 4 hours ago? Yeah, I went live like an hour and a half ago. So yeah, like, it just happened. So proud of the throne room? I am! I am. So we're gonna build our floor here. So we're gonna make a dome. I'm gonna fill in, I guess, each of these with our ice boulders. Because I might as well just do this one while we're at it, right? And then this one should be fine. Got a lurk, need food. Okay, have fun. Thank you for the raid. Yeah, I appreciate it. Go get your food. We are going to be here making a black bronze reinforced ice dome. For reasons. Oh, look! A minotaur. We've been getting a lot of surface beasts recently. We started with a cyclops today. Okay, you're way down here. Cool. I guess I'm glad we closed that one. So yeah, battle stations, everyone. Now that we have a bunch more copper bolts everywhere, I think all of our things are loaded. So you're gonna come from the south here, so you're probably gonna get hit by this tower first. And you might just go in there to start with and get shot with a ballista. That would be cool. Squad station here. And civilian alert. And we close this door. It takes them forever to do it. Everyone get inside. You're one of our people. It's gonna get here so fast. Yeah, I kind of wish we just had people standing here. But it's so many people. I don't want to make people grumpy by standing in just out in nowhere forever. Okay. I think everyone can get inside before this lever gets pulled. I'm gonna keep an eye here. You are hauling ice. You should drop it. Get inside. Or you're going to go fire a bolt thrower. Fair enough. And that's everyone, right? I think that's everyone out here. Are you gonna go in this way? Fantastic. Okay. Fair enough. So we're not gonna pull this. Ratad. So I'm kind of hoping someone gets onto this quickly. So there's fire bolt thrower. Fire ballista. You're right here. Okay, this might actually work. We might actually get a ballista on this minotaur here. Yeah. Is this gonna happen? Is this gonna happen right now? Dead. Dead. Shot in the head? Excuse me? Flying copper ballista arrow strikes the minotaur in the lower body, tearing the muscle. Strikes in the lower body, spilling the guts. Artery's been opened. Strikes in the head. So I've seen ballistas hit multiple people. I've never seen a ballista hit the same thing 3 times. It hit his lower body and decapitated him at the same time. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Job done. Load ballista. Do you actually get the kill? You don't get the kill? Quantum ballista arrow. A tunneling ballista arrow. That's terrifying. So someone dies to a siege engine, no one gets the kill. I guess it's the same for a trap. But you were operating the siege engine. All right. Well then. Job done. Wow. Same for bolt throwers, I guess. But they use like a Snicker snack, no joke. Also high sponge. It uses a skill, right? I feel like I understand why a trap wouldn't give someone credit for a kill. But a siege engine, it's a person using a skill and they get a kill, right? I feel like they should get credit for it. Maybe it should say, like it should say, killed with a bolt thrower or something to that effect. No one got the kill for the dragon we somehow beat without it even breathing fire. See, like, I feel like things like that should be recorded, right? Because if it's not there as a kill, then it doesn't show up in Legends mode, right? It's just gonna say Minotaur died to a bolt or a ballista arrow. I'm not gonna say who got credit for it. I feel like those kinds of things should be preserved in the Legends. Yeah, I'm curious. I'm betting it doesn't list a name of who killed it, but I guess I am curious. Okay, so we are going to do Ice reinforced black bronze. That is my goal here. And of course I can't, like, mass assign all of this. I guess that's what makes it a mega project. I'm debating if this is even open from the bottom. I guess it's gonna be a minute before I actually seal this on the top. So I don't want to open this to the fortress until we actually have it secure. But I think in the long term, I think this is gonna turn into our treasure vault. I think that's my thought for it. Just gonna go all the way across, right? Gonna really crank through our black bronze. What? We knew that would happen. I guess I'm gonna say, like, we're gonna hold off on that particular square. Nope, not normal wall. I mean, this is enough black bronze for one level, at least. And then we'll make more while they work on all this. Sweet. Okay, I'll let them work on that. And then our other... Yeah, the cheese just kind of cancels every once in a while. It must just be... I don't have my numbers quite set up right on this. Because milking animal happens. We milk until we have 20 cheese or 10 milk buckets, which basically never happens. And then we make cheese one at a time, as long as we have, let's say, greater than like 2 milk, and cheese less than 20. So that should cancel less. We're melting our objects. Melting our goblinite. All of our masterworks ended up in here. I'm liking this. I think this system works. It's gonna take them a minute, but I think it works. So, you are, I mean, what are you here for? You're hauling a crundle bone, okay. Or are we in the caves? No. Where do you find a crundle bone? I guess there was a crundle that died in the fortress, but that was a while ago. Here's a flesh ball. Flesh balls have new portraits too. So we need to dig deeper. That's my goal right now. I'd also love a magma crab, but you know. So I was looking earlier. I think this is our only gem wall, or gem pillar. At least that we've seen. I guess there could technically be more up here. But I'm going to doubt it. Which means we want to come in from above? Is that how I want to do this? And then this is like our... That's our way down. So we're just gonna go... We're just gonna dig over. Right, I want to be basically right here. I'm gonna come down like this. And then we should have a stockpile for our goodies. Maybe that can just go down here. Something like that. This was like... This ramp works, right? We were sending people down here. This is supposed to be my magma crab trap. But it hasn't attracted any attention. I'm pretty sure this is a functional ramp, though. Oh well. So I think what we're gonna do... Like if I do... Is that far enough away? That's a little risky. Oh, we still... Really? What did we do? What did we melt? I swear. I thought we got it all. It's too bad I don't know what it was. So I don't know what we missed. I guess arrows can be Masterworks too. Do I need to worry about the Masterwork arrows? It's this. I just want to do this. Goodness. I mean, we only melted 2 things. Currently forging bolts. My work was defaced. There is no hope. Oops. Have we satisfied our people? You want arrows? You want arrows? Anvils? You jerks. I already did the grates. Rock grate. Copper arrow. What was the other one? An anvil? Copper anvil. You can't even. You can't even. Iron anvil. One of those. One of those. One of those. Okay. So I'm tempted to come a little further back. Just for the sake of paranoia. I wonder if this is actually like a gap between everything? It'd be great if it was. That would actually be really convenient. The fact that we're by the side of the map is also quite convenient. Oh my gosh, look at it. Oh. That's kind of badass. That's kind of badass. I think I'm gonna enjoy that. And now it's winter. We all enjoy that? Good. Because I'm not changing it. There's probably a lot of really good color combinations. Because you can reinforce any wall type with any metal. I was even looking, you could have a metal block wall reinforced with metal. I really wonder what that would look like. Like a steel reinforced copper wall. Or a gold reinforced silver wall? That'd be kind of cool. Like a gold reinforced obsidian wall? Or even just jet. Gold reinforced jet wall. I bet there's a lot of possibility there now. Did I not? Is that what got canceled? Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna make a... Gonna end up with a, whatchamacallit? Hey, look, more microclimb. Gonna move our... Because I haven't really been using the ice machine recently. So that's gonna come down here instead. Posture check. Oh no. Ugh. And then, oh, this is gonna all be warm. So then, like in theory, well, I guess let's see. There shouldn't be anything on this level, right? So I'm just gonna like pop this open real quick so we can reveal stuff. See where we're at. Good night, JM. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for chilling on an ice sheet with us. There we go. Okay, so that definitely... I see. Okay. That revealed some detail. Okay, so not quite at the edge. But we can... I think we can get in this way. You look like a fire snake. That didn't like show up any nope, still no magma crabs. That's not what sieges your fort, but what your fort can siege. I would love to siege things from my fort. I would love to send my polar bear people with their pet war giant polar bears off to siege. We can like attack, but not quite. It's not quite the same, right? I'd love to control a siege. I know I've seen people talk about that, and Tarn say things to the effect of that would be very difficult to implement, but I would really like it. Nope, can't make for whom the bell tolls work for fort sieges. I'm going to plop a floor here. We can dig that, and then... I ultimately want to be, like, right here. Alright, maybe like this. That should be fine. So we're just gonna do that. And in theory, it won't be warm, kind of, maybe. We should also make this safe, right? How do I... Guess we haven't really done any weapon traps down here, have we? Or at all. Because I'm sure we're going to uncover something, right? We should plan on uncovering something nasty. Okay, well, we made it that far. Okay. So there's gem here. That's interesting. There's gem here, but not here. I wonder if it's technically on this level. It could be. It could technically be right there. Also means we just have an infinite water source directly above our gem pillar, which is kind of fantastic. We're gonna make some traps. I'm gonna toss in some cage traps because some things can be caged. Just not very many, you know? We probably need more... we need more mechanisms. Let's do... I mean, we have a rock mechanism job, so that's just gonna go. We do have some steel weapons. We also have, I guess we were doing the silver spike balls. But I kind of want to use my silver for other things here, don't I? What do I have in excess of in metal? A bunch of platinum. Do I make a bunch of, or lead? Oh, let's make lead traps. That's sold, yes. Lead silver balls, or lead spiked balls. So I need to make those first. So we need to do lead, or can I just do spiked? No, I can't. For real? I could do glass. I'm sure that's not nearly as effective as silver. Really? I can't make lead balls? How does glass compare weight-wise to silver? Does the wiki even say? Spiked ball. Low penetration depth, edge attacks can still break bones with impact damage. In addition, if it blah 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 blah. That doesn't say. Density? Here we go. I sort by density. Platinum is the highest aside from Slade. Unsurprisingly. And lead is way up there. Lead is even denser than silver. But I'm just not allowed to use it. That's unfortunate. Cinnabar. Cinnabar is as dense as iron. I didn't realize that. Not that I can do anything with that. If we had nickel... Doesn't nickel come from something we have? Nickel comes from garnerite. Garnerite? I think we have some of that. So we could do nickel. Glass is way down here. Glass is like a tenth. A tenth of platinum. Like literally. And a fifth of silver. I mean, we could do them out of platinum if they're that impressive. Let's do platinum traps. We're just gonna do... Oh, it's gonna take a ton though. I want to put 10 in a trap. Each one takes like 3. That's a lot. That's a lot of platinum. So... how much silver do I have? I have a fair bit of silver here. I have 1 nickel bar. And then as far as boulders go, do I have garnetite or whatever laying around? I don't know why you're suspended. Not really. Goodness gracious. We've used almost all the platinum we've mined. I haven't gone hunting for it yet, but I don't know that we have that much. We have galena. We have so much tetrahedrite. I guess we're getting silver from our tetrahedrite, right? And it's freaking everywhere. So I guess we are going to do silver. Hopefully we don't use it all. Spiked silver ball. Wow. And I want to do like... Let's start with 20. So we'll just do 2 tiles. Or even just start with 10. And we'll put in like a little chicane here. So I'm gonna use some of our microcline. Do something like that. And then just put a trap here. That's my goal. We have traders. Okay. Look at the wagons! So many wagons. And we have things to trade. We've been busy. This fort has been actually kind of productive. I'm only a little surprised about it. It's like 2 grand. Schemers are scheming. Right. I think still working on those. Micro upgrade. Did you only want 1? You want 3. Yeah, look at this. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. I love it. So, the trick now, I want it to be a dome, right? I want it to be a hemisphere. So if we're saying if this is the footprint, then this is also like the cross section, right? So if we say, so it's gonna like up by 3, and then in by 1, and up by 2, in by 1, up by 1, in by 1, over by 2, and then flat on top. I think that's my plan here. That means we're gonna need a bunch of ways to get up. We're gonna need a bunch of scaffolding. Maybe I put the scaffolding on the inside? Hey, a strange mood. And of course, we're making masterwork silver balls, so I can't melt them down afterwards. Great. We're gonna do like this. I'm gonna do stairs. Gonna kind of do some in the middle here. So in total, we're gonna go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is gonna be 8 levels high. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess it tells me 8. I'm gonna start with that. And we'll just say all the wood. Do another one down here. Right? This is circular, right? That looks like a circle. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, did I did an innie when I should have done an outie? Is that what happened? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, because that's a wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think we're good. There are water buffalo horn? Why did this end up here? Oh, because this is a dump. So I'm going to remove this dump zone while we're not cleaning up on the surface. Maybe that's the best way to do this. Because really the only time I want to use this was when there's a big pile of stuff up here after a siege. Otherwise I want this completely ignored. Trade. What did you bring me? Oh, you brought me a Sioux. Let's definitely take the Sioux. We made ear caps. Black mambas, goose, mule. We'll have to look at all these animals too. Just the meat. Just give me the meat. Goodness gracious. Yeah, I don't care about this. Don't care about this. Don't care about this. Okay. So we have leopard. We have giant cave toad. You have rhinoceros. Rhinoceros is pretty good. Giant olm. The humans have the best stuff. The humans bring the best meat. By a little margin. Unless it's just more expensive. Does that mean it's worth more? I mean, this is value, right? Not what they're charging me? Or how does that work? I'll grab these 40s. Yeah. Hamster brain? Prepared hamster brain. Then a whole bunch of fish and plump helmets, and then, oh look. Those are quarry bushes. Do I, fine, whatever. Are quarry bushes just really worth that much? Is that really the trick? Well, let's do all the leaves and fruit. Then that might be all I want. I guess I do have a bunch of cheese. But we have cheese. We can make cheese. Where's our other bin? This one's smaller and is very nearly enough. Nope. Okay. You want that much more? Okay. That's a lot more. But it's not everything. I guess that's fine. I guess. All the bears. Okay, we'll let them build those stairs there. Or I want to go here. Yeah. And that all got done. And then... that is getting there. That was getting quite close. So... I feel like I should even just station our squad down here. Just for when we're doing dangerous things. Which is going to be all the time. I am tempted to... I mean, it says it's not warm, so I think it's just going to be... I mean, there is a little bit of water there. I think this is going to be pillar here. That's interesting. I'm prepared, hamster brain. Yes. Apparently you aren't worth very much. In the grand scheme of things. I don't know how you get enough hamster brain. This game. Dwarf is working perfect. Like prepared honeybee brain, right? Like how do you get enough of that to even have enough worth trading? To say nothing of what it's worth, right? How do you even get like a gram of it? That's just wet because we're below an ocean, I think. Oh, but now there's warm. Aha, okay. So I think I want to do this. Oh, here we go. Time for Sudoku. Should probably just take out these gems while we're at it, right? Like this. It's gonna take them forever to come down and do anything here. Oh, but our polar bears are here. Lorpa, the Lime Maker, has created Espasica Sarzizhos, a bituminous coal, copper, or coal ring. Okay. We've gotten a lot of rings here, haven't we? We'll just plop it down here. There you are. I bet our silver is done. No, not quite. Very nearly. Oh, a fire snake. How'd you... Excuse me. Excuse me. I guess we never looked at all the animals. Here's a cow. Cow's pretty good. It's a very docile cow. Have we seen a mule? We saw a mule. Are mules and donkeys the same? They're similar. They're quite similar. Goose, cow, dog, yak. Are the camels the same? I think the... Oh, see, here you have... There's 2 humps there. Are they actually slightly different? They're actually slightly different. The one hump camel has 1 hump, and the 2 hump camels has 2 humps. I think we've seen the rest of that. That looks very Barnyard the movie. True. Very true. Yeah, why is there a fire snake here? So this is warm because of this, so that means this level is safe, right? But this is warm because of pillar junk. Really what we need a drain, right? We need a way for this to leave. So if we could get access to the edge, which I guess we could do here. Can I just go down 1? That should be fine, right? I'm not digging into pillar here. And then go like that. The fire snakes. Why? There's just fire snakes in here. Okay, well that seemed fine. Masterpiece bitter melon roast. Oh, yep. Okay, that's fair enough. That's gonna be the real issue here. I'm gonna have to go... I can't go back up. 'Cause I can't go under. Oh, that's gonna be... That's gonna be the problem, isn't it? No, maybe I can. Kind of. Maybe not. It is kind of following that, isn't it? Yeah. So the only way for me to get to the edge... I mean, we could maybe come in from this side. Come in this way? And we'd have two different directions of going in, right? This is all gonna be... It's gonna go all the way to the edge. Yeah, I don't think we can get out that way. I don't think you can go under bits of the magma sea. Spiked silver balls are done. So we're gonna go trap, weapon, and find the least crappy of our mechanisms, which is gonna be that one. And then toss in 10 spiked silver balls, which are much higher quality. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and put in another spiked silver ball. I think 2 of them should probably be fine. I'm gonna say like rock mechanism. Just do like another 15 and hope we get a good one out of it. I'm gonna say this is high priority. Our sacred snot is gonna make our trap. So we are gonna get some spillage, but I think just having this as like a big open area, maybe that's all we have to do. For like water and magma to dry out as it is mined out. I think that's the plan. So then I'm gonna smooth this one and carve fortifications into it. I guess I'm gonna do the same thing with this one. I'm gonna be safe. We're gonna be really safe with this, right? We're not gonna kill anyone. Oh, and then this is all damp as well. Damp and warm dig. Let's check upstairs. Yeah, it's nice to have 2 projects going on. Yeah, perfect. Okay, they're getting there. But for right now, I just need a platform over here. A new floor. Can go over like this. Say up like this. Down like this. And over like this. I didn't quite... Whatever. Whatever. It's literally scaffolding. But then we're gonna do the same thing, right? I don't think I can... It's not gonna let me designate until they have a route there. Okay, and then the fire snakes. Why with the fire snakes? Do I need to... I need like the little vermin traps. I wonder... You don't suppose a fire snake would make steam, do you? Let's say... I'm actually gonna tell our squad to take a break for now. Are fire snakes bad? They can be. In the wrong conditions, they could be. The trick is that they're a vermin and not like an animal, right? So it's not like I can't click on it. It's like a rat. It's like a rat that's on fire. It's just gonna wander into something that's flammable and then bad things are gonna happen. That's kind of generally how that works. But I think we can do... Animal trap can be placed with meat, plants, or gems. Like, what would I bait an animal trap with to catch a fire snake? Fireproof vermin made entirely out of fire. They may start fires, so locating fuel or graphite stockpiles near magma is risky. It is hotter than the melting point of nearly all magma-safe materials. It can melt or burn its way out of nearly any animal trap, even nether cap, even though the trap remains unharmed, with the exception of adamantine. Fortunately, like most other vermin, a cat will kill them, especially if pastured near the area of infestation. As vermin, fire snakes don't spit any sort of fire. The only thing they do is destroy wooden items they step on. But if they can melt their way out of any animal trap other than adamantine, that's hilarious. How do you deal with that? Although fire snakes spawn near magma, a dwarf on trapping duty can unwittingly transport a fire snake into an animal stockpile elsewhere in your fortress. Once set down by the trapper, a fire snake's high temperature can destroy the animal trap that holds it. So that makes it sound like it takes time for that to happen. Once free, a fire snake can cause all sorts of fun with your loose objects, including the destruction of masterworks in cages, releasing any creatures held within. Oh yeah, that'd be fun. A fire snake getting loose in your animal stockpile? That'd be great. An artifact made from a fire snake's remains, which can be produced only during a macabre strange mood, will inherit the static temperature property of the fire snake. What? What? Liquid fire is a valuable extract derived from captured fire snakes. What? Liquid fire has no known use except as a trade good. Does it have... But is it hot? Okay, the fact that a artifact made from the remains of a fire snake stay the same temperature, that's really interesting. I wonder what we can do with that. Oh, a hamster. I guess I've never really experienced too much mischief from a fire snake. I usually just, you see them in here and you go, oh look, hi fire snakes. But I've never really had an infestation of one, or of them. So we're just... I guess I can only go down so far. Well, but that's pretty far. And that's kind of the bottom. So we could do like that. And it would really only matter up till this level. But I mean, there's only like 5 levels. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're below the magma sea. Interesting. So I want to experiment with fire snakes, perhaps against my better judgment. We did engrave something here. Or smooth, I should say. Because if I could put if I put a live fire snake underwater, does that create steam? And if I put an artifact made from the remains of a fire snake, does that make steam? Those are my 2 questions right now. Okay, so we're gonna spill something here. Oh! That was fast. Who even was that? Oh my god. They usually have a little bit of time to run. Adamantine to store liquid fire. That's true. I mean, if it's hot, then it would be just as hard to store. You're right. Adamantine barrel? You just got... Or no, you're still here. You're technically alive. Oh, this is a farmer. So you're not... Fortunately, you're not that valuable to us, but, can you get out of there? I don't think you're gonna get out of there. F's for that one. All your stuff's gonna get melted too. But it all drains down here and is fine. So that part worked as intended. So now we just have to let this cool. Probably wasn't the smartest way to go about that. Whatever. I just said we're gonna be safe. Is that a kobold? Yes, we have a kobold fortress. This is a mod. Most of our people are kobolds. We have a handful of polar bear men that we adopted from the wilds. And we have one eagle man who's been with us for quite a while, actually. Plus our penguins. We've had other forts with like more humans and dwarves and stuff, but like we're a kobold civilization. The mod has this portrait. Because of this mod, our civilization has domesticated giant cave spiders just from the get-go. So we get people migrating to us with giant cave spiders. And it's fantastic. Okay, that all got done. So now I'm gonna do another layer of this wall. That is just the exact same as this. Right, I'm gonna do ice and black bronze. Ice and black bronze. And hopefully it's gonna figure out how to suspend them all correctly. Maybe. Not quite. I might have to do some of that manually. Also, we're definitely gonna need more ice. We have a good chunk of ice, but we need more than that, clearly. Okay, I mean that's correct. Right? You're gonna... Maybe they'll figure it out. Like they're not blocking their way off the scaffolding at least. I don't know, we'll probably trap someone in there. Well, I'll let them go at it. This is a magma. So that didn't really... I guess it dealt with that. Oh, and then farmer's been missing. Yep. So now we need to engrave a slab. been a while since we've had to do that. Are you not outputting? You should be outputting. Whatever. Engrave for that one. So now, like, this is all warm because we just did that. It's like I can get rid of this, get rid of this, I can get rid of this. And then this is a new warm spot. This might also be? Hard to say. But like that's gonna be, well, it's gonna be hard to tell what's damp because it's under a lake and what's damp because it's more water. Because that might have been just what that was. So I don't know what a kobold actually is. I mean, I imagine them like an Argonian from Skyrim, but I think there are more amphibians, so IDK. So, well, we've talked about this a little bit, for obvious reasons. There's a couple different versions of kobold. They're one of those things that don't have like a real solid like folklore definition or anything. But colloquially, you will see people categorize kobolds into two categories. You'll get kind of like a dogbold, and they're kind of scruffy, they have hair, but they're small. You had them, and those were the kind that showed up in World of Warcraft. They had little candles on their head. That was kind of their whole deal. And then you have more reptilian ones who are associated with dragons, and that's kind of what I imagine we have here. I kind of imagine like the default kobolds that are still in the world. Like if there's still kobold caves out in our world. We've visited some, and there's like wild kobolds. Those are kind of the dog ones in my mind. A little bit uglier. And then you have these who were role-playing as being related to dragons in some fashion. They're reptilian in some fashion, at least. They definitely have scales. They're described as having scales. But yeah, and then past that, like they're mischievous, right? You'll see them in like D&D and Pathfinder. They'll have like an affinity for traps and stealth and that kind of stuff. But that's like, there's not a whole lot else really defined about them. They're kind of, when you want like like you have your fantasy world and you want a little guy, but you don't want to be a goblin. You want to be kind of like kind of mischievous, but not like evil. It's a kobold, right? That's kind of what I think of them as. I mean, we can just dig up, right? I don't know how close we can get here. That will drain as well. Right? It just goes like this. Bit like an Argonian, just smaller, cuter, funny little guys. Exactly. Exactly. I mean, look at them. They all get different color scales. They kind of get like the dragon colors, right? A lot of them have kind of metallic tones to them. Small horned humanoid with long ears and colorful scales. Scales are copper. And like here we have scales are bronze. Scales are brass. So yeah, they're like little. They're a little bit smaller than a dwarf. So like the normal kobolds, the default dwarf fortress kobolds are really really small. They're like maybe half the size of a dwarf. But these guys are like 90% size of a dwarf. They're just like they're like a little inch or two shorter than a dwarf. They weigh like 0.9 of a dwarf. They're small. They're very small. They're just little guys. We had a couple adventures with these kobolds. And it's interesting because they're quite good at dodging. They can get good at weapons and such, but they're small. Like they're not as robust as a dwarf is. So it's like they can dodge really well. They can do a lot in combat, even in fort mode if they're like in our squads. They can dodge a lot, but if they get hit, it's generally bad news. Well this can't be anything, right? So I can dig here. I can dig... Right? Because it would have to be... Yeah, so then I can dig here, right? Because nothing could be here or here. And this is all... Oh no, this is going to be like a new water thing. This is not directly beneath. So I could... If I do this, I'm just going to poke it. And then like the cobalite should also be safe. So if you play all races mod, you could play default kobolds, but this mod gives them a bit more lore. Yes. Yes? I haven't messed with the all races mod. Oh, now we're gonna want to like get our stockpile going here. But if it lets you play as all the races, then yeah. They are so small. I really wonder what they would do in a siege scenario. This is going to just be rough gems. They're also so small that like your size determines what weapons you can equip. So because these kobolds are mostly the size of a dwarf, they can use all the same weapons as a dwarf. And they can use dwarf-sized armor as well. So if you had a fortress that was like just kobolds and dwarves, you wouldn't really have to factor it in very much. But like the default kobolds, I think they can have like a dagger and not much else. List of creatures by size. This is like my favorite page. I keep looking at this page. So we're gonna look for kobold, smallest main race in game. So they are too small to wield scourges or whips or daggers. Well, they can't wield daggers one-handed. They basically need... They basically need a two-handed dagger. Like, they can't even wield a short sword two-handed. This is going to output to here. This is deep gems. Oh. Animal trainer found dead. Why? Oh, did you die of old age? Oh no! No, our animal trainer just died of old age. Don't know what correlated link. Yeah, that's strange. I don't know what you put. I have links turned off. Played a human 4, but like it was kind of boring because they don't get strange moods. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, like these kobolds don't get martial trances. They get strange moods, but they don't go into martial trances. They also don't get cave adaptation. Kind of plus and minus there. Oh goodness. I don't know if that was like all of our animal training experience. Who's our best animal trainer now? Fortunately, like these are all, we have a bunch of domesticated. So maybe it don't matter now. But we do still want to war train them. So who's going to be... I don't have anyone with animal training experience now? That is sad. That is very sad. Undork. Have you undorken? How do I do this? How do I even tell? So I'm gonna create a detail for animal training. Or do I already have one? I have a train bolts. Okay. You go away. We have one skilled animal trainer. Dork and Undork. I don't know why. So I think it's the raid. All the bombs kind of get people stuck sometimes. Not entirely sure why. So yeah, we're gonna say Laura here. Laura is now our animal trainer. That's really sad. No, I definitely want to do just the giant ones. So yeah, or no, that wasn't the button. So you have war training. It's these that need war training. And we'll assign Laura as the trainer for everyone. Okay. We have 2 females now. We have 2 domesticated females. That's quite nice. Maybe I'll take these 2? Oh, I have an idea. So our original 2 wild-caught giant polar bears. This is Mama. Did that not? Okay. Stray Mama Bear. Stray Papa Bear. So they are gonna be they're gonna be like our canaries, right? They're gonna be... We're gonna put a couple ropes down here. They're just gonna live down here, I guess. And then this is done. So I'm going to see, in theory, we have those other ones done. You want more grates, you want crossbows. Let's do copper crossbow. And yeah, so now I want to do a trap. We're just gonna go right here. Don't think they've actually... Oh no, there's a good one. That one's pretty good. Perfect. Okay. So now our old animal trainer will get buried because we do have some tombs. We had a new guild get established, but I guess we already have a guild hall for them, so I wonder if they've just already been satisfied. Some dead llamas. Jeez, okay. So, that revealed a whole one tile of water? Really? Okay. So we'll just do that. Komon has bestowed the name Gonograd on a steel spear. Excellent. Yeah, cows and dogs dying of old age. The first of the year is gonna just get sadder every year for us. Now that we've been in this world for long enough, we're just gonna have people continually dying of old age just every once in a while. So that's cool. So how do I go about this? I can't really dig from above for all of this. I could for some of this. I mean, it looks like there's gonna be water there, right? So what if I do this? It's all obsidian. So in here, we're gonna add Mama Bear, and then here we're gonna add Papa Bear. They just live down here now. If any fire snakes want to get into our fortress, they're gonna have to go through Mama Bear and Papa Bear. And we should check up here. We did close that off. And that one. Good job, guys. But otherwise, they're going in. I mean, that's not too bad. Or no, they can still do this part. And you can still do this part. So they just need, okay. Okay, that's not so bad. They're figuring it out. It's gonna take them a minute, but you know, that's how it goes. We could probably help this by putting the black bronze stockpile closer. Maybe we put it down here. I'm gonna put our black bronze down here. This is going to be just for black bronze bars. This will input from, oh goodness. From here. And then maybe a wheelbarrow. Okay. That'll be a project worthy of the time that it takes, I think. So that got done. So then, like, this is gonna be magma. Right? Going from above kind of seems safer. Sometimes. Under certain circumstances. But like this... That being warm and that being warm. Yeah, I don't know. And then like these, maybe I should just do those from above too. Yeah, there we go. So let's do here, here, and here. Mama Bear just gave birth to more clubs. Oh! That was quick. Only a little terrifying. Where is it? Diamond, star, sapphire. Oh, like down. Oh, I bet it's... Oh, interesting. There it is. Cool. Well, that exposed quite a bit of magma there. So now that's unnecessary. That's good. Let's go ahead and floor this in before someone dies. We're just gonna use closest material. The elves are here! Hooray! Hooray! I don't care. Great Trapper's fighting a Yeti. Are you winning? Yeti looks sick. Okay. Punches the Yeti in the body. Bruising the muscle, bruising the guts. Okay. Sounds like it's going fine. So, how do I do this? I bet that's something. Oh, I bet you something's right there. I bet you there's something right there. And then just a single tile there? Okay. Well, it's easy enough to drain, I guess. I wonder if I can just... It's wet from above. That's the elves. I want to get... Well, I guess if I'm smart, I do it from the bottom, right? Though I can't. I could do it from here. I don't know if that's going to be quite possible. Or feasible, maybe more is the more proper way. Is that a different Yeti? Oh my gosh. Do we need to be on Yeti cleanup? Trade giant cockatiel. Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where are these Yetis? Yeti, you are in... Okay, did you escape? You are working on caging the Yetis. Hmm. Why were they not caged? Who let out the Yetis? Who let out the Yetis? Spattering of Yeti blood. Okay, well that one got back in. Love Dwarf Fortress sentences, yes. Okay, well they're all caged again. Confused as to why they weren't. Like, these two were empty, but they have a Yeti assigned. Did they just never get moved? Did they just never get moved? You're going off to drink now. Guess I'm curious to see if that happens again. I'm not gonna bother trading with the elves. I am going to war train the polar bears. Okay. So I think I need to get rid of these, like, these bigger magma blisters, right? And if you can do it without damaging the gems, that's generally good. I could also just, like, take the, like, uncover all of this? Like, channel out all these floors. And then just let some water flow over it. And turn it all into obsidian at once. And just be done with it. Is that a smart way to do this? I could... Another strange mood. So if I had... Like, down here would be a little harder, but I could get water from, like, here, right? Of course, it's like 2 levels deep. I guess that's gonna be... But I could do it from over here. This is only 1 deep. So what if I said we're getting water like this? Like, it'll come out here and then it'll go down here. I guess we'll do like a stair, right? Do like that. And then we'll put in some floodgates so it doesn't go everywhere. And then we're gonna have to do like floodgates here, floodgates there, floodgates everywhere. I think we have some floodgates. So I can do... This doesn't have to be magma proof or anything. This is just gonna be like this. So I'll do 1 at a time so we don't trap anyone. And then there's already even a convenient little drain here. Okay, cool. So I'm just gonna say floodgate here. So basically, we're just gonna uncover this, flood it from here, and then turn this back off. We'll have a floodgate over here. And then the water that did not turn this into obsidian flows down through here, and then off the edge of the map. And then we could just mine the obsidian. I like that. I think I had a good idea. And then as we go down, we can just uncover the magma, turn on our spigot, let it drain. I think that will work. Down here in the depths of the world, where the heat and pressure are so intense that the rock itself turns to liquid, we have polar bears. Because why wouldn't you? Okay, so then I'm going to toss down another floodgate here. Right, it's just going to go there. Perfect. Let's go up here. At some point I'm going to want to relocate my lever room here, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now. You link to that one. Yeah. We're still fighting Yetis. Okay. War giant polar bear latches on firmly. That's a dead Yeti. Oops, I guess. Clearly, that was the one that was going to end up there. Okay, interesting. They must not have ever ended up here in the first place. I don't know why that is the case. So now we just have 3. Is that the case? Yeah, okay. Should we catch the flesh ball? Should we put a flesh ball in the zoo? Ooh, a wolf. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's a good portrait. What else they got? Wild boar sow. That's also very good. Also very good. A vulture. Ooh, a tamed vulture. Elves bringing a tamed vulture is kind of disconcerting. A jaguar? That's pretty good. That's pretty good. We looked at the cocktail and ibex. I like the ibex. Peregrine. That's also very good. Oh, it's cute. Oh, it's very cute. Onakia, of course, classic. It's a Kia. The face of terror. Okay, I think that's all of them. This is slowly progressing, so we're only gonna do 1, 2, 3 at a time, but that's just how it goes. I mean, there's only 3 people out here at a time, right? And our black bronze ended up right here, so that will be helpful. And our throne room is getting cleaned of all its ice. Look at our pristine, very nearly pristine throne room here. I guess in anticipation of us running out of ice, we should turn our ice machine back on. Since this takes some time to do its thing. And we have a bunch of people lying around doing nothing, so, you know, y'all can go over here and do some work. Right? Yeah, no, this is great. I'm very happy with this. I'm very happy with this. Maybe someday we'll actually see the king in here doing something. Okay, this we're going to... Are you wanna... Right, I did... Which one did I just do? I guess I want them all to be on the same... I think I want them all the same. So that one hasn't finished yet, so it's clearly the one with the job, right? Where are you? Okay. I want to link you to this one. And then that one gets its own. It's like you're occupied, this one. Link to here. Okay. And then in the meantime, I can kind of work on the water part, but I don't know... Like, is this also... Looks like that might also be, Or no, I don't want to do it that way. I want to do a floor. I guess I could also just do this. But that seems to be warm. These are going to be harder because it's directly under an ocean. No biggie. I think we can get rid of some of these, get some of these gems out of here. All right, cobalite. I think this is safe because it's not gem or obsidian. My understanding is that if it is not obsidian or gem wall, then it's not adjacent to some of the nastiness. We have another artifact mug. Thank you. Thanks for that. Okay. I think this is going to be mostly what we do next time. But I mean, we've already spotted the adamantine. I wonder how far up it goes. For real? Did I... There? But it said it was warm. I already screwed up. Okay, we have a demon. Is this a bad one? Quick to tire. Oh, that's a good sign. Very large one-eyed serpent has a pair of knobby antennae, squirms and fidgets. Its slate gray scales are blocky and set far apart. Beware its hunger for warm blood. Well, we're all cold-blooded, so... Ha. I think you all need to run away. Can I tell you to... I'm gonna do like this. I'm gonna make another burrow. I'm gonna make a new burrow. It's going to be... We're gonna go up a couple levels. I think we're just gonna be on this level. I'm just gonna literally say... The entire world above here is fine. This is not pillar. So. Right, so that means they have to go upstairs. So I'm gonna say activate alert. Do I have to like set which one? I want to do this one. Activate. And then our squads are going to come down and try. I guess I'm going to station them first. Station them down here. Because sometimes they have a hard time getting out. Nope. Not this time. Oh, but then the water... Okay, interesting. And then you're leaving, right? You're getting out of here? You're leaving? Everyone should be leaving. Oh, but you're, like, actually down here. Interesting. You're our cyclops stabber. Our squad captain is down here. Are you any good at this? You're level 4 observer, level 2 spearbold. And we have 2 completed traps and some cage traps. And then some polar bears. So, this is a legendary miner. Oh god. Already heavy bleeding. Serpent demon bites the miner in the upper body, tearing apart the left lung through the toga. That's bad. We're gonna go slow motion. This thing seems fast. Oh god. Kobold blood is sucked out of the wound. Serpent demon stabs the miner in the head. Force bends the neck. Falls over. Yeah, that's a dead miner. That's a dead miner, I think. You're all leaving, right? Oh, you're still running. You're wrestling? Serpent demon latches on firmly. Grabs the right foot. Oh my goodness. Where did the demon come from? It came from this pillar. It came from this little pocket here. I thought I was revealing some... Or from right here. Or it was diagonal. It came from here. I mined here, thinking I was exposing some magma, but I exposed a demon instead. That's just how this works. That's the danger of being down here. So yeah, I think this miner is essentially going to live long enough to let everyone else escape. Yeah. That's a dead miner. That's a dead miner. So you're all leaving, right? You're all leaving, right? Okay, well you're stationed here. Oh my god, look how fast it is! Should get a statue? They should get a statue. Did you see how fast this thing is? Oh no! Is this another legendary miner? It's another legendary miner. These are both legendary miners. Well, one of them got away. Oh no! Oh my god. Okay, are you Trapovoid? Dripped Terror, yeah? It has a name now. I don't know if this thing's gonna actually... Oh man. Are you gonna get 3 legendary miners? Stabs in the back. Stabs in the back teeth. Love the kobold sprites. So these are modded kobolds. These are from a mod, and they are fantastic. But we have been looking at all the new art. There's a lot of really good art today. So you got through there. Did you... I don't know that the trap did anything here. Don't know that the trap did anything. So that's cool. Oh my god. Now they're wrestling. And now I just have the one. I just have the one person stationed here who's not gonna be the thing that makes this happen, and it definitely doesn't care about the traps. Oh, and then what? You're gonna come back? You better not come back. Our stock keeper and legendary miner. You better get the heck out of here. So now I'm just giving a kill order. Wow. Okay, Mama Bear, Papa Bear, what do you think about this? They don't have war training. This is bad. Are you putting up a fight at all? Giant polar bear blood is sucked out of the wound. Mama bear is having trouble breathing. They're not even getting an attack in. How the cyclops go? The cyclops went very quick. It got decapitated by a ballista arrow. So that's one dead polar bear. That's 2 dead polar bears. Well, that is unfortunate. Where's... Well, here's one of our polar bear cubs. There's just a goose skeleton. I don't know what that's from. Where's our squad? Where's our polar bear men? That's the problem with this being all the way at the bottom and them being all the way at the top. And it happens so fast. Are they just... They're just all the way still up here. You're not in a squad. Where's our squads? Clown escaped. It's making a run for it. Storlet. Go to combat drill. That's not what I told you to do. You are... See, this is all of them, right? But they're still like way up here. Are you gonna like change your mind? Kill, kill, kill. Okay, so they all have... In order to go kill, maybe it will just hang out here for a minute. I hope they all show up at once. Link building to trigger. No. Oh, because it's on this level. Well, here goes an expert gem cutter. I need to have my burrow not contain this level. no! Oh no! Oh no! That should help. Yup. There goes an expert gem setter. And there, now it's gonna... It's wonderful to be out exploring the wilds. Let there be peace throughout the world. Okay, here comes the squad. This is terrifying. I have no idea how capable they are against this particular thing. We're just gonna follow this. It has a bunch of names now. And we're just gonna go kind of one by one. Look out! It's right behind you! Oh man. Our surgeon? Are you actually... No, I don't think you're one of our actual assigned people. But here comes our actual militia leader, right? This one, or no. You are from the other squad. You do have some gear. You got a steel spear. I got some polar bears right behind you. Okay, now distract it for long enough for us to kill it. Just get a stab in. Attacks and misses. Oh! It died. Right? It's dead? Serpent demon. Okay. Oh my god. Spearbolt stabs a serpent demon in the head with steel spear, chipping the skull, tearing the brain. And that was like the only hit. Everything else has missed. Now, here's one hit. Or no, Spearbolt folds over. Now it got in the tail once. Really only hit it twice. It was a matter of hitting it. He Saint Georged him. So you got the kill, right? You got the kill. Yeah, look at that. Like 3 names. Serpent Stabber. Well, that was 7 deaths. Possibly more. We'll see how this surgeon is gonna fare. You are also not in a great shape. Yeah, that one died. Can you recover wounded? You're here to milk animal. I'd rather you recover wounded. That seems more important. Someone coming to grab you? Please? Please? So that's that one, yeah. So now we're finding corpses. Yup. Well, at least we have the corpses. Okay, did someone grab you? Someone grabbed you. I want to see you get back to the hospital. It's quite the hike. Yeah, that's 8 deaths. Or, oh, okay. And then 2 births. Someone was just holding them in. I guess we haven't reached our baby cap yet. Okay, well. That's a good note to end on, huh? Huh. Huh. Yeah, so that's a thing. I'm gonna have to be more careful. Clearly the traps don't matter, clearly the cages don't matter, clearly the polar bears don't matter. Serpent demons. And they get much worse than that. That was like an introductory level demon, I think. Didn't have webs or fire or anything. So, yeah, ignoble end to bleed out in the hall of your triumph. True. I think single-handedly killing a demon serpent is worth a statue. Well, the one who killed it is still alive. That's the one who just got to the hospital. So in theory, the one who killed it is still there. I think we're gonna make a little monument to all of these. Make 8 little statues for the squad that died here, plus the 2 polar bears. We'll make a little room specifically for them, somewhere, somehow, a little shrine somewhere. Anyway, come back for more. Come back on Saturday for we're gonna continue on Dispatch. That's been great fun. Come by on Monday and Thursday of next week. We're gonna continue from right here. We're gonna keep building our monument. We're gonna keep digging down greedily. We're gonna get quite greedy. Gonna get very greedy. And yeah, and possibly more JM co-stream with some more Dwarf Fortress tutoring on Tuesday. Need to confirm with him that he still wants to do that, but that was kind of the initial plan. Praise greed. Praise greed. Why are you so small? Can't just ask people why they're small. Yes, thank you for coming by. Today's episode is brought to you by a mess. Oh man, we've made a mess, haven't we? And by viewers like you, clicking on all those buttons down there, hanging out with us live, hanging out in VODs, hanging out in Discord, wherever you want to hang out, that is where the mess is. I am the mess. I appreciate you hanging out with me. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I hope you come back for more, and I hope you stay kind.